Family, the views expressed in the following song are not the views of necessarily Mr. Biscuit Speaks Incorporated, or are, the attorneys or the herewixed, betwixt, any values hereby are limited, therefore, only and unto the entity known professionally as Mr. Biscuit Speaks. Nevertheless, I know nothing about politics, so take my political perspective with a grain of sand. Some of that was coherent and others of it wasn't, but take it as you will. Let's get right into it, family. Family, sometimes the least complicated riffs are the ones that have the most substance in terms of the lyrics. This goes for hip hop, this goes for rock, whatever. He said the power dawn, the five-sided fistagon. Guys, have you noticed that the fist and the pentagon have 5 sides? He's saying like, look, bro, I think that the pentagon is essentially a fist symbol. It's a power symbol, that's kind of paraded in front of us, respectfully. Five-sided fistagon. The trigger's cold, empty your purse. Guys, he's putting it right there in front of you. Like the imagine, a stick up, right? Robbing Mother Earth. He talks about this festering sore on the face of Mother Earth. Bro, he's talking real spicy from the beginning. Sore on the face of Mother Earth gets bigger. The trigger's cold, empty your purse. Rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. Whoa. Rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. We rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. We rally around the family. They rally round the family with a pocket full of shells. Now, if you're someone like me, the first thing that you imagine is a terrifying situation where like a family is surrounded by armed guards or surrounded by troops, But then when you think about it, right, De La Rocha is a rapper. Rappers have bars, and he's no different. So what does it mean alternatively to rally around the family with a pocket full of shells? He's talking about politicians, right? You have this family message. It's I'm pro-family, right? But in his pocket is this big war effort that the family doesn't see. Or, you're rallying around the family over here, but you're destroying families over here. There's so many different ways that you can put that. Rallying around the family with a pocket full of shells. Full of shells. We rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. We rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. Guys, just one more thing on this, because this is such an important line in this song, right? In order to get you to believe in something disgusting, in order to get you to side with something that you wouldn't ordinarily side for, they have to usher it in with something you believe in. Harry Frankfurt wrote a pamphlet called On Bullshit. I don't know if it's a pamphlet. It's relatively short read. And he uses bullshit in a technical sense. He's saying, like, the liar takes advantage of your desire for truth. But the bullshitter doesn't care about your desire for truth. They're taking advantage of salient language. They use flowery language to cover up their true desires, their true goals, their true agenda, right? And so what if I use family? What if I talk about my family in order to get you to let your walls down so that I can, exact my secret agenda, right? They rally around the family.
They rally around the family with a pocket full of shells.
Facts.
Weapons, not food, not homes, not shoes, not need, just feed the war cannibal animal. I walk the corner to the rubble that used to be a library, line up to the mine cemetery now.
Walk up to the corner where there used to be a library, and now there's rubble where there used to be the library. Fam, why would you turn a library to rubble, right? Because listen, I truly believe that what I think, my mode of interpreting reality, is correct. But the only problem is you feel the same way about your mode of interpreting reality. So who's right about the way things really are? Well, I'm willing to stake my life on it. Are you? Well, that means we have to go to battle, right? We have to reduce everything that you've learned to rubble so that we can instantiate what we believe.
Just feed the war cannibal animal. I walk the corner to the rubble that used to be a library, line up to the mine cemetery now.
Damn.
What we don't know keeps the contract alive and moving. They don't gotta burn the book, they just remove them. While arms, warehouses fill as quick as a cell. Rally around the family, pockets full of shells. Rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. They rally around the family with a pocket full of shells.
De La Rocha's voice is just so iconic and direct and stabby, right?
They rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. They rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. They rally around the family with a pocket full of shells.
It almost seems like with the way he barks that line off, it's like the audacity, right? The audacity of you to use something we all appreciate to promote something that is disgusting, right? Like, how could you rally around the family? You know what I mean? That you're pretending that you care about these issues that we all care about, when in actuality you're trying to line your own pockets, right?
With a pocket full of shells.
Bro, that is so fire. It sounds like they're using guitars to sound like turntables. Like they do, and they're doing that with guitar. Bro, yeah, listen, Rage was on something else. But like, I think those are guitar strings we're hearing. But it sounds like a DJ scratching. fam, the end, he's yelling out "Bulls on Parade," right? Which is the name of the song, right? You know, I would expect a song like this to be called "Pocket Full of Shells" because that was the line that impacted me most. But what does it mean at the end of the day? Bulls on parade, right? It is the idea that the aggression, right? You think of a bull, you think of a bully, you think of something that can't be stopped, you think of something that operates like the inevitable, the bull, right? Bulls on parade. The parade means a demonstration, something that's there for all to see, something which which captures you in a state of awe and shock and amazement, right? Bulls on parade. They're saying like, look, we are not only being dominated by this giant machine that we don't necessarily approve of, but they've gotten to the point where they're parading it in front of us. You know, we talked about the fistagon, the five-sided fistagon, right? However, because Zach De La Rocha is a rapper, and I want to do him the favor of understanding the double entendre, Bulls on Parade doesn't just refer to the fact that they're parading in front of us this giant bull, this inevitable thing. It also means, it's also a call to arms. It's like bulls on parade. It's like, you know, that could be a rallying cry to create this giant organism and go out there and do something. You know, and so there's a double meaning at the end. Either be the bull on parade or watch as they parade this bull in front of us. Let me know if what I just said was bull. What's next from Rage Against the Machine? Talk to me in the comments. I'd love to correspond with you. Family, have an amazing rest of your week and happy Memorial Day.